Change leaders' plan for longevity. On April 4th, 1949, 12 nations signed the North Atlantic Treaty, also known as the Washington Treaty, formally establishing the NATO alliance. The alliance was created in response to the geopolitical instability following World War II, as nations sought a collective security framework to deter future conflicts. The 12 founding nations, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, the United Kingdom, and the United States, overcame significant political and cultural differences to form an enduring military alliance. Their commitment was based on the principle of collective defense, outlined in Article 5, which states that an attack on one member is an attack on all. Article 5. The parties agree that an armed attack against one or more of them in Europe or North America shall be considered an attack against them all, and consequently they agree that, if such an armed attack occurs, each of them, in exercise of the right of individual or collective self-defense recognized by Article 51 of the Charter of the United Nations, will assist the party or parties so attacked by taking forthwith, individually, and in concert with the other parties, such action as it deems necessary, including the use of armed force, to restore and maintain the security of the North Atlantic area. Post-war Europe faced an existential threat, prompting urgent cooperation among Western nations. The early Cold War tensions, particularly the growing influence of the Soviet Union, reinforced the need for a unified defense strategy. NATO's formation provided stability and deterrence, ensuring that member nations could collectively respond to external aggression. Over the decades, it expanded to 32 countries. This growth strengthened its reach and influence. It showed a wider commitment to collective security. NATO also took on new roles. It moved beyond Cold War defense. The alliance began peacekeeping missions. It worked on counter-terrorism and cybersecurity. Through all this, it stayed true to its founding principles. The formation of NATO set a precedent for international military cooperation, influencing future defense alliances and security policies. It also demonstrated how diplomatic negotiations could resolve complex security concerns, as nations with differing interests found common ground in mutual defense. While immediate security threats led to NATO's establishment, its longevity is attributed to deeper commitments beyond military protection. Shared political values, economic ties, and ongoing diplomatic engagement have reinforced the alliance's stability for over 7 decades. NATO remains one of the most significant military alliances in modern history. Its founding, amid post-war uncertainty, shaped global security structures and continues to influence international relations today. NATO's enduring success provides a powerful example of how principled leadership can guide change through uncertainty and across generations. Change leadership lessons. NATO's principled and adaptive leadership demonstrates how a clear shared vision can guide organizations through challenging transitions and build sustainable frameworks for future success. Leaders of change must create an urgent and convincing rationale that clearly outweighs the comfort of maintaining the status quo. They develop inclusive approaches that address diverse stakeholder concerns while balancing individual interests with collective responsibility. Change leaders maintain unwavering commitment to core objectives while remaining flexible about implementation approaches as circumstances evolve. They establish mechanisms for ongoing adaptation rather than pursuing one-time initiatives that quickly become outdated. Leaders of change build transformations upon shared values and principles that transcend immediate circumstances to ensure long-term sustainability. Summary leadership quote: effective change requires both unwavering purpose and flexible execution, built on shared values that outlast immediate challenges and sustain long-term stability. Organizational change application. One critical change leadership lesson from NATO's establishment is the importance of creating a compelling case for transformation. Post-war Europe faced an existential threat that necessitated urgent yet enduring cooperation. Similarly, organizational change requires leaders to articulate a vision rooted in shared values and long-term sustainability, ensuring that the transformation is not only necessary but also built to last. Effective change leaders inspire confidence by clearly demonstrating how the proposed transformation addresses both immediate challenges and future uncertainties. The principle of planning for longevity reminds us that a compelling vision must balance urgency with the adaptability required to navigate evolving contexts. This involves grounding the vision in the organization's core values and principles, while designing flexible frameworks to accommodate unforeseen circumstances along the way. A well-crafted change vision does more than describe the future. It unites stakeholders by appealing to both their hearts and minds, driving collective action. Leaders must communicate how the transformation will create shared value, addressing diverse stakeholder concerns while reinforcing a collective sense of purpose. The vision must be aspirational yet realistic, offering a clear, achievable picture of the future that resonates across all levels of the organization. Change leaders are the primary stewards of this vision. By consistently reinforcing its relevance and aligning it with the organization's foundational principles, they foster trust and engagement. Leaders must also establish mechanisms for ongoing adaptation, ensuring that the transformation evolves alongside the organization's needs. This approach prevents one-time initiatives from becoming outdated and instead creates a sustainable framework for future success.